Hello guys, welcome to iTutor. Today we will discuss the next topics in research aptitude, that is steps involved in research process. How a research we can complete through how many steps or phases. Today we will discuss about that. So it's very important. We will start today. So what is next? Various stages of a research. What are the various stages of a research? Whenever a scientific problem is to be solved, there are several important steps to follow. The problem must be stated clearly, including any simplifying assumptions. Then, develop a mathematical statement of the problem. This process may involve the use of one or more mathematical procedures. Frequently, more advanced textbooks or review articles will be needed to learn about the techniques and procedures. Next, the result have to be interpreted to arrive at a decision. This will require experience, and an understanding of the situation in which the problem is embedded. So there is various stages in the research process. So it's very important steps also. We can't conclude the research topic without these steps. So in general set of sequential component of research is following. Basically, here I am dividing this research process into three phases. Normally, in other books you can find out 7 or 8 steps in research aptitude, but I am here broadly classified into three phases. Under this, we can analyze the steps in various steps. Okay, so first phase is research problem identification. The first of all, we need to find out a research topic. That is our first target of a research process. And second phase is planning for research study and instrument. Then एक plan होना चाहिए how this research topic we will do or process. So उसके लिए एक plan होना चाहिए. And last one is conducting research and research report. एक रिसर्च रिपोर्ट लिखना ज़रूरी है, राइट. वी नीड टू फाइनलाइज ए रिसर्च रिपोर्ट. दैट्स अ थर्ड फेज. सो हियर इज 3 phases of research in generally. And steps in research process are, first one is formulating the research problem. Okay, you just remember these steps because maybe the questions like that you can ask what are the procedures or order of the research steps, right? So just keep in mind this. First of all, formulating the research problem, including extensive literature review. Find out a research problem and developing the objective. एक objective होना चाहिए, right? हमारा टॉपिक को एक ऑब्जेक्टिव, तुम्हें एक ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए एक रिसर्चर को. एंड कंसेप्चुलाइज ए रिसर्च डिज़ाइन एंड प्रिपेयरिंग द रिसर्च डिज़ाइन. ओके, वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस द रिसर्च डिज़ाइन. सो एक रिसर्च डिज़ाइन प्रिपेयर होना ज़रूरी है. एंड और कंस्ट्रक्टिंग एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट फॉर ए डेटा कलेक्शन. हाउ वी विल collect the data for this topic, and selecting a sampling design. Then samples collect करना पड़ेगा, and writing a research proposal, collecting the data, analyze the data or processing and displaying data, including generalization and interpretation. Data collect करना है, then वो analyze करना ज़रूरी है, right? ये right है या wrong है, इसके लिए analysis होना चाहिए. And preparation of the report. Finally, we will prepare the report depending on the data. And presentation of result, formal write-up of conclusion reached. So this is a steps in research process. How first of all एक literature review होना चाहिए, objective होना चाहिए, एक research design होना चाहिए, and samples collect करना पड़ेगा. वो sample के हिसाब से we need to write a research proposal, and then we will verify that data and analyze that data, and then we will conclude our research report. These are the steps in research process. The research process is similar to undertaking a journey. It's a journey, of course. Normally, we know after PG or MPhil, you are concluding your research in 4 years. There is a long time, right? 4 years, we need to research a topic. Then only you can finalize your research paper, and you will be a holder of doctorate. And for research journey, there are two important decisions to make: what you want to find out about, or what research question or problem you want to find answer to. It's very important. And what you want to find out, क्या आपको फाइंड आउट करना है, दैट्स द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इन फ्रंट ऑफ एज ए रिसर्चर. एंड व्हाट रिसर्च क्वेश्चन और प्रॉब्लम यू वांट टू फाइंड, कि वो कौन सा क्वेश्चन के ऊपर आपको आंसर देखना पड़ेगा. दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इन फ्रंट ऑफ ए रिसर्चर. एंड हाउ टू गो about finding their answer case, how you will find out that answer. And second question is that there are practical steps through which you must pass in your research journey in order to find answer to your research question. The path to finding answers to your research question constitutes research methodology, right? And at each operational steps in research process, you are required to choose from a multiplicity of methods, procedures and models of research methodology which will help you to best achieve your objectives. This is where your knowledge base of research methodology plays a crucial role. So research methodology is one of the important steps. How you will find out what's the method you are using for that question. That is a very important thing in research. So now we will see the first phase of research problem identification. In first phase, there is step 1 is formulate a research problem. That is our first task. कौन सा subject में और कौन सा discipline में you are going to do a research. That is important one. The first step in research is formulating a research problem. At this step, your goal should be clear that what you intend to achieve about of research. Right, and it is most crucial step in research process. The main function is to decide what you want to find out about, and the way you formulate a problem determines almost every steps that follow. That is step 1. All other steps in research process will be influenced by research problem identification. So it's extremely important that you should consider time, cost, expertise you have in the field of research you have chosen. Okay, पहले आपका एक गाइड होना चाहिए, गाइड होगा आपका रिसर्च प्रोसेस में. So you just consult experts कैसे ये topic, because it's very important. All other process are depending on your step 1 process, because all other processes depending on your research topic. So find out a research topic is one of the important tasks, and you take time for that, right? It's not an easy process. The process of reviewing the literature helps you to understand the subject area better, and thus help you to conceptualize your research problem clearly and precisely. And it also help you to understand the relationship between your research problem and the body of knowledge in the area. Sometimes you should also consider your guide or supervisor's expertise knowledge. Okay, we discussed that. And in this picture, go through this picture, you will find out a research process. It's a 3 phases here. So in the first phase, you formulate the problem, research and etc. are the first phase. What to research? Formulating a research problem is your first phase of the research. And the second phase is planning a research study. That means the data collection and sample selection. That is the second phase of your research. And the third phase is the research report. Depending upon you already collected the data, though analyze the collected data, processing and displaying and writing a research report. That is your third phase in the. So in this picture, you can identify that the steps. Okay, and please keep in this mind your these steps, because you can expect a question from this area. Okay, and phase 2 is planning for research study and instrument. In phase 2, there is step 2 is there. First step is in phase 2 is conceptualizing a research design. we already discussed in last videos what is research design, how it will work, right? And once the research problem is identified, the next step is to identify the knowledge gap, selection of appropriate method, sampling strategy, and time frame. A faulty design may lead to misleading findings, and therefore it's important to ensure that your selection of research design permits the accurate prediction of outcome under the given set of limitation. While selecting a particular research design, you must have a strong reason and justification for your selection, and you should be aware of its strength, weakness, and limitations. So it's all the steps are important in research process, right? Because in case you just fail in any of these steps, your research also will fail at the end, right? So all the minute things you need to be careful about it in the process of research. So it's selecting a particular research design also very important. You just find you can't select any of the research design. You just select the research design depend upon in your first step, that is for depend upon your topic or your discipline. Okay, in art subject the research design is different from science subjects. In history, research design is different from political science research design, right? So there is a different type of research designs and methods. Some of then we need to strong reason for that research design, why we selected that research design. So you yourself only answer all these questions first of all, then you just put it on your research process. So conceptualizing a research design is the step 2, and the step 3 is also phase 2, constructing an instrument for data collection. How you will collect the data, that is also important, right? Construction of an instrument for research totally depend upon how you are going to collect data. Some in historical research you are collecting data through archaeology, some you are depending on the museum, some of you depending on libraries. In science subjects you are depending on labs. So these are the or otherwise the questionnaire or the collection of data, different various methods around it. All that is need is what sort of information is required for the qualitative and quantitative study. The first practical step in research study also requires some validation and reliability for research instrument you have constructed, right? And step 4 is selecting a sampling design. That's also important. And sampling design selection is another crucial step in the research process. The research result will largely depend on the category of sampling design you have chosen for your research study. That is step 4. And the 3 categories of sampling design: random or probability sampling design, or non-random or non-probability sampling design, and mixed sampling design will affect your strategies, and you must be able to select most appropriate for your study by considering the strength and the weakness of each along with their use case, right? So this is the step 4 about the categories in the research design. And writing a research proposal, you are writing just a proposal, it's not final, but it's depending upon your research design, you are writing a research proposal. Having done all the preparatory work, the next step is to put everything together in a way that provide adequate information about your research study. For your research supervisor and others, with the help of your supervisors and other authorities. And universities and other institutions may have different requirements regarding the style and content of a research proposal, but the majority of the institution will require most of what is set out here. So it's just a proposal. This also varies within an institution from discipline to discipline or from supervisor to supervisor. Therefore, it should contain the following information about your study. One is objectives of the study, list of hypotheses if you are testing any, study design you are proposing to use, the research instruments you are planning to use, information on sample size and sampling design, information on data processing procedures, the study's problem and limitations, and the proposed time frame. These are the important information about your study. In the phase 3, coming under the till step 5, there is under the phase 2, and then phase 3. Conducting research and research report. This is a step 6. It's a collecting data. As a part of the research design, you decide upon the procedure you want to adapt to collect your data. In this phase, you actually collect the data using below technique based on your selected sample and a study design. Right? That is about interview, questionnaire, focused group discussion, survey, etc. And other experimental methods also there. Many methods could be used some time together to gather the required information. So that is the collecting data. That is step 6. In step 7, processing and displaying the data. Processing of data you have collected through various methods require different way of analysis. Analysis will be quantitative for descriptive study. If you want a quantitative analysis, it is also necessary to decide upon the type of analysis required, frequency distribution, cross tabulation, or other statistical procedures such as regression analysis, factor analysis, and analysis of variance, and how it should be presented. These are processing and displaying the data. That is in step 7. The last step is step 8, writing a research report. That is the final conclusion. Universities and other institutions may have different requirements regarding the style and content of a research proposal, but there are two broad categories of report, that is quantitative and qualitative. Writing the report is the last and for many the most difficult step of the research process. This report informs the world what you have done, what you have discovered, and what conclusion you have drawn from your findings. If you are clear about the whole process, your report you should be written in an academic style and be divided into different chapters and or sections based upon the main theme of your study. So this is about your total research proposal, how you are concluding, starting from the end, how you are concluding your research process. So this is the steps behind it, right? And we have provided the 8 steps to cover the spectrum of research endeavor from the problem identification to writing the research report. These steps are logical sequence, and there is a sequence also होना चाहिए for the research purpose or process, and detailing of each step and method is beyond scope of series. Okay, this is about the research process all over. You can refer different books also. There is maybe some 9 or 10 steps are there they covered, but in all it's basically there is a 7 steps, but the 3 phases we can conclude it in this. That is very easy for us to conclude the research design, sorry, research process. So just go for the research steps. Not only for your UGC NET exam, for your research studies it's very important. You can write direct university exams for for your PhD admission, so it will helpful for you to. These steps are keep in mind first of all if you are planning for the research. Okay, this is for not only in the research not only in the JRF for NET exam preparation, it will help you for your research paper also. Okay, so this is about it today, and please subscribe our channel. If you like the video, like it, and if you want to get all the notification from our side, please click the bell icon also. So thank you for your support. So we will see you next day through next video. Okay, thank you.